And now it's time for our daily coverage of the 2014 Sochi Winter Olympics with Lee Tae Ho. Good afternoon, Tae Ho.
Good afternoon, Daniel.
Well, thanks for coming. Day 11 is in the books. What action-packed day it was.
It was an amazing night of a lot of different events, actually. And I think what better way to start it off than the latest gold medal by the women's 3,000-meter short track relay team coming in, of course, beating out rivals China for the gold medal. Now, this was a race that was actually very amazing. The three members of the Dream Team, as they are being called, qualified earlier, but still managed to win out the gold. The Dream Team, consisting of Cho Ha-ri, Arirang, Seung-hee and Shim Suk-hee, went into the 3,000-meter event as the heavy favorites and in first position, and they definitely lived up to their expectations.
You know, I actually staked my reputation on the line saying that they will win gold before the event took place, so I was really clenching my fist and sweating as I watched the race. It was a very thrilling race, come from behind after-burner effort by Shim Suk-hee.
Yeah, everybody was on the edge of their seat. I watched the race a couple times, and every time I watched it, I was still sweating bullets, and it was just amazing because she's the youngest member on the relay team, of course. What happened was China was in the lead with 2 laps left to go. Shim Suk-hee came from the outside to overtake the leader, of course, and it was a lead that she would not relinquish.
Right, and we were kind of concerned when they kept showing those playbacks and replays. We feared that, are there any disqualification factor for South Korea? But it was actually China that cheated, and we actually beat them anyway. And I guess we could call this team the redeemed team, considering what happened back in 2010 Vancouver.
Definitely. Now, of course, for those of you who remember, in 2010, during the Vancouver Olympics, it was kind of a role reversal this time, where the Korean team was disqualified for a questionable impeding penalty against Team China when they had already crossed the line in first place and with a world record. But this time in 2014, in Sochi, of course, the ladies team came in first, and China, who came in second for the silver medal, was penalized and disqualified for impeding the Korean team, who won anyway.
Right, so it was sort of almost a role reversal. But do you think, I don't think China was cheating on intentionally. They didn't plan it that way, right?
I don't think it didn't look planned. I mean, it's such a hectic race. The short track is always nerve-wracking with people crashing into each other, always in each other's way. And so it's always hard to make these judgment calls. But it was the correct call by the judges, and everybody decided to respect that call. And everything is in order, as it should be.
Well, congratulations to Team Korea and, of course, every other team that actually bagged the medal that night in short track. That makes the 5th gold medal in Korea. Team Korea is in this event. And 8 years since the last gold in the 3,000, wow, it's been a long time. There's been a number of preliminary heats for short track yesterday, right? That's
right. Now, there were also the men's and ladies' preliminaries for the short track events. The men's 500-meter event where Park Se-young and Lee Han-bin both qualified, and of course the ladies, as I mentioned earlier, 3 of the 4 members from the relay team, Park Seung-hee, Shim Suk-hee, and Kim Ha-rang, all managed to qualify for the women's 1,000-meter short track event, which will be wrapping up, of course, this weekend on Saturday.
Well, for the men's, unfortunately, not a lot of harvesting going on there, right?
No, the men's team has been kind of coming up short to expectations. Everybody was expecting the Korean men's side to do very well as the women's side, but we are coming up a little bit short, but there are still more chances. And the latest, of course, being the 10,000-meter event, which is a very intimidating event with the Dutch dominating this event for so many years. And last night was the same of the past as well, where Lee Seung-won of Korea, the only Asian competitor in this event, competed and placed 4th, unfortunately, just right outside the podium. So it was kind of disappointing indeed.
Well, you know what? I think placing 4th is no reason for us to hold our head low. This is the first Asian to compete, and he actually came in really close to holding a medal. And Sven Kramer, I guess he's been really waiting for this redemption time. He actually fumbled the last time he had a chance to win a medal.
Of course, in 2010 in the Vancouver Games, he was penalized and disqualified for an illegal lane change. And this time around, he kind of redeemed himself. He didn't quite take the gold. His Dutch teammate did that. But the Dutch are definitely continuing to dominate this Sochi 2014 Olympic Games on the ice. They took the podium, gold, silver, and bronze once again in this event.
Something about the orange outfit that seems to bring out the best in the Dutch. Well, anyway, let's switch gears to figure skating. Of course, we're going to be focusing on Queen Yeona, the defending Olympic champ.
Of course. Now, and I think the International Olympic Committee definitely agrees, as well as the IOC's main banner on their homepage also is proclaiming that it's Yeona time. Now, for all of us fans here in Korea and of course around the world, because she has such a worldwide following, Kim Yeona will be skating tonight. She's going to be skating in Group 3, fifth in that group, of course, at approximately about 2:24 a.m. here in Korea. Now, she is the heavy favorite coming into this event, but she does have her longtime Japanese rival, as well as the Russian sweetheart, Lipnitskaya. So, well, it's definitely going to be an event to watch.
You know, it's always harder when you're the one being chased. It's always more pressurizing. But anyway, this is a very beautiful, aesthetically pleasing event, and we cannot not discuss the costumes, right?
That's right. Now, some people watch for the athletics, some people watch for the choreography, and some watch for the dazzling outfits that these athletes are in. Now, this time around, we'll have to come back and visit this, of course, after the ladies' short and long program. But so far, right now, I think the top 3 outfits have been definitely the Russian ice dance pair who skated to Tchaikovsky's Swan Lake, and they were in amazing black swan costumes that matched perfectly with the historical background of Swan Lake, as well as Russia's history for ballet. So that was wonderful. And the other one goes to another Russian skater that we just mentioned, Lipnitskaya, who was in a red dress that symbolized the girl in the little red coat from the movie Schindler's List, to which she, of course, performed her free program during the team events. And I think it was a toss-up for me, but the third place and the third most kind of standout figure skating costume right now was the Italian ice dance pair, who seemed to be performing as Romeo and Juliet, so that was definitely lovely.
You know, what's really clearly changing is that it used to be something that embodies the national flag or the colors of the nationality, but nowadays it's more focused on the theatrics and more in tune with the theme or the topic that they're trying to cover with their piece.
And it's kind of refreshing to see, because we don't see the same old colors of the flag in their costumes, but we see more of the culture of each nation in the costumes, making it more theatrical, as of course figure skating is almost like an athletic theatrical play on ice. So in those regards, it's amazing to see this.
Well, Tae, thank you for covering all the nooks and crannies of everything that's going on in Sochi.
All right.